Hey guys, this is JSharp Tutorials, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be giving my guide on how I grind levels quickly. And the reason I'm giving this guide is because it's important for me, and I think everyone else who's grinding other alts or getting their other alts up to the max level when a new patch rolls around to quickly do levels. And for me, because my server is pretty empty at the moment, and because often I just want to do things alone. This is without any flashpoints. It's doing the heroics on Yavin 4. And so to do it my way, all you really need is an experience boost if you want to get a little bit extra impact from this, and I'm doing this in the 250 experience boost as well. So all these things together means that you're getting a decent amount of experience just by doing these missions. And the ways I'll be showing you is going to be the fastest way or the fastest routes for the most part. I make like one little deviation from my usual route just because it's been a while since I've done it, but this is my usual way of going through the heroics. I chose Yavin 4 because in the storyline of 3.0, they actually make you do heroics, and usually I just never did heroics because you didn't really need to, uh, just leveling up in the usual storyline. So, but because I already did it when I needed to grind levels, I found this was the quickest way. And so, just going out of the spawn, I talked to all of the different people that gave me quests or missions, as you saw. And as soon as you go off the speeder, I recommend working your way around like this and just getting these sensors first because I think that's the easiest thing to do first. So I just summoned my companion really quickly, and now I'm moving on. Again, my usual plan of attack is run through enemies, and when you're going through like areas like this, just run through them because oftentimes you'll just run out of their range, and then you don't have to worry about attacking them. And worst case scenario, you're in a big group of people, and then you just do some AoE to clear them out. I'm doing this on my sniper just because this is my next ult I need to grind. I did a lot of my other ones, and also between the roll and the sniper's AoE capabilities, I thought it would be a good thing to show you guys uh, just uh, just the whole idea of rolling through the Yavin 4 heroic missions. So as you can see, I'm using a lot of AoE to open fights. Ironically, I didn't actually take the AoE damage buff in my utilities. That is definitely a good thing to take when you're leveling. I just don't really think it's as powerful in PvP, so I'm not in the habit of taking it. So as you can see, after we go through the three at the top near the Imperial base, we go through the cave to the very bottom, get the Republic base, and then take the shorter tunnel out this way. You want to grab the one like cat type of enemy right there because you need three of those. Ignore the stone rays for now, and then you can just hit up the groups of lurkers because you need to get all the lurkers. As you can see, I'm kind of just running through people, and just letting my companion heal me up, not really bothering to heal myself up. Because we just ran up through the lurkers, we're next to the binocular mission, so I looked forward, used that really quickly, and then just killed the two people that spawned. Again, here's another of the cats that we need, so you can do that, and then head off to the right. When you're going through, you need like 20 of people and like 6 droids to kill. And so when you're running through, I recommend personally that you kill the ones that are guarding some type of loot crate. And you also need some golds as well. And so just whenever you're going through your things, when possible, I would prioritize killing groups of people, like big groups of people, and also groups of people around those little blue boxes that you need. So just kind of going in, again, a circular motion. We worked our way up with the lurkers, and now we're just going against a group of people that have the boxes next to them because we need those. At this point, I'll reference this again later, but at this point, I probably should have gone off and done the finished the lurker quest, but I went a little bit out of order. As you can see, I need my one downloaded data from this point, so I just chose this one. There's another one that I like a little bit better that I didn't go to, and in that one you just kill a gold that you need to instead of a gold that you didn't, but it doesn't really matter. It takes an extra second or two. But the main thing I'm showing you is how to do this quickly. I know that I sped up this video obviously, so it's not a good indication of the exact time, but all in all, this took me under a half an hour, I think, maybe around a half an hour, so 30 minutes. So you can definitely, I'll talk about that more at the end, but this is definitely very doable. So I just kind of worked my way up here. going against the gold and the silvers, just killing them off really quickly. And then there's another group, so I just rolled in, did some AoE, and finished them out. At this point, I realized that I missed the lurker. I probably should have done that when I was over there, so I ducked back a little bit, grab another cat on my way over, and then go inside the cave for the lurker. So I went a little out of order there, but it doesn't really matter too much. But that'll be the difference of a minute. If I did my usual thing, like when I grinded characters a lot more, when I played the game more, I wouldn't have made that mistake and saved a little bit of time. I'm just not finding a lot of time to play nowadays, so it's going a little bit slower. But now that we downloaded the data from the guard council and defeated all of the mini people, we can go to this altar, kill the person really quickly, and then move on to the next kind of map stage. So once we did everything around that temple, we just head on over, and the main thing you want to do is we got a lot of our daily missions or heroic or whatever they are from the main center hub of all the Republic and Imperial people, but you want to get the one Masahi or side quest or mission that's the little data pad that you can find on the ground. I don't know if I showed that really clearly, but it's basically on your way when you're walking over here. So you definitely want to make sure you're getting that. Just getting a couple of these huts and then going out the way I came so I didn't have to beat anyone. You don't want to kill the stone rays, even though I get a quest from this guy and I'm to defeat the stone rays. You don't actually want to defeat him outside, and I'll show you why in a second. So just again, the same thing we talked about before. You want to kill people, yes, and you want to collect the boxes, so why not do them both at once? You want to focus on killing the groups of people that are next to the boxes just so you can save a little bit of time. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going through, attacking everyone really quickly. Not a lot to it, especially at my level and my gear. I'm geared in the very best gear you can get, I think, in the like 65 gear. As you can see, I'm not even 66. I try to show you a level I hadn't really geared anything towards. It's easier to see how you could do it also when you're leveling up an alt. But even in my old 65 gear, bolstered down to 62, I think, for the planet, you can just run through people really easily. Also, I would recommend for leveling, if you haven't already, getting Rocket Boost. It's a legacy unlock and it lets you have increased movement speed indoors, and so you should definitely get that. As you saw, inside the temple is where you actually should defeat the stone rays, and because they're a lot smaller and a lot clumped up, you can actually get that objective or mission a lot quicker. And so just by attacking these couple groups of stone rays, we're able to, like, coincidentally, by getting everything in the cave, that's all we need to lure out the matriarch. So for whatever reasons, my speeder wasn't working. I guess it's a glitch or whatever, but I just went over and defeated the mother. And this is actually the last, if you're going through the way I'm going through, it's the last daily mission that you can do right now. You want to make sure you turn in the quest to the stone ray guy right here. Everyone else is back at the central hub, but this time this guy, you actually need to turn in the mission to him in person instead of at the Dropbox. Also, what's really important is notice how I did not accept the rewards for that, and the reason being is that I didn't actually activate my experience boost. Right now I'm just doing the Revan quest. It's a weekly, but I feel like it's you can easily do it alone, so that's why I clumped it up in my guide. So anyway, I didn't accept that the quest because I wanted to stack my experience boost at the very end. And so basically what I do is I go through all of my missions. This is actually the last thing I have to do in the video. And after I defeat Revan, I activate my experience boost and then accept all, I don't know, 7 or 8 missions. It's a bunch of dailies and maybe a weekly or two. I think Revan's a weekly. And so it's a good way to kind of just lump that experience boost at the end, because although you can activate the experience boost and get increased experience while grinding the mini people and like grinding the groups of people you have to kill for the different dailies, I like having the experience boost after I actually go around fighting these guys, because that way I can use the experience boost for my final part of my guide, which is PvP. After we're doing all the daily missions, you'll see experience-wise I'm a little bit short, and so personally I'm a PvP guy. You know my channel is all about PvP. This is good to kind of jump your experience pretty high, and as you can see by the end of this video, I'll be, I think, 2.5 levels higher, 2 3/4. I forget. We'll see it in a second. But basically, once we're done with Revin, what you should do is open your inventory, hit that experience boost, and then just turn everything in. My backpack was full, so as you can see, we're just jumping up experience all over the place. This is really, I think, a pretty good way of doing it. 67 already, and then we're really close to 68. So in this video, basically, I showed you a way. I think I started at 04 and it's like 34, so it took me about 30 minutes, half an hour, and so this way I was able to get 2.5 levels in about half an hour. So if you did it with another one of your characters and came back the next day, you could easily get the other 2.5 levels the second time around. So basically this is my way of leveling, and because it's the end of the video, I'll leave you with two things. One, tell me if you liked it, tell me if this will help you in the future, and two, if you have a suggestion on how you level or grind out your last levels of experience solo. Like, I'm not a huge fan of flashpoints and all that stuff because you need groups of people, and again, as I talked about, numbers on my server are pretty low, so this is the best way for me. As you saw in the video, we basically didn't see anyone the entire time. So if you have another recommendation for me, go for it. Shoot it down in the comments and I'll take a look at it for my next couple of characters. um, as always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting my channel. I'm not getting a heck of a lot of time to play nowadays, but when I can, I'll make sure to upload. And once I get my sniper up these last couple levels, if I have time, I'll see if I can post out a video. And so thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.